engines roaring, feel the beat. Ryan and John can't be beat. On the fast lane, so sweet. Gotta ever hit the street. Ooh yeah, fast lane, all night, feel the speed.
And it's the Fastlane, proudly brought to you by Betterfy, coming to you from Lisbon this week. Beautiful part of the world, up at one of the vantage points to look out over Lisboa. Most incredible Portuguese flag over here. Just, it's a huge, monstrous flag. And of course, the weather is, as you can see, unbelievably hot at the moment. They've had temperatures of around 33, 34 degrees while I've been here. But yeah, with the Fastlane, of course, taking in the sights and sounds, the very first of which was a celebrity football game. Proudly, of course, brought to you by Betterfy. But let's first talk about that celebrity football game. It was a best of World 11 versus a best of Portuguese 11, like best of all time. I think in the starting 22, there was like 18 World Cup winners. It was unbelievable. Just the amount of talent in the on display at the game. Very special Monday. Let's have a closer look. Right, so John, inside the stadium, Fastlane out on tour. Very special game in the lounge area. Just come and look at this hospitality. Just come and quick squeeze around here. So big game on the World 11 versus the Portugal 11 in Lisbon, and at this very special stadium. But on a normal match day, this is what you'd come to expect. These lounges are all cordoned off for VIPs, drinks that side, very special seating as well. Outside on the deck area, all the chairs up at the top rows have TVs in them, and it's obviously decked out for VIP hospitality. Beautiful evening, nice warm weather in Lisbon, and of course, great atmosphere as the World 11 take on the home favourites, the Portuguese, the greatest Portuguese 11 possibly ever.
Out in shirt number 6, Mendieta. In with shirt number 7, Del Piero.
Exclusive. This is Adamastor prototype. It's one of one. This is 001. But how good looking is this car? Look at this gold paintwork. It's like a goldy orange paintwork that just glistens in the evening sun. Beautiful paintwork. Incredible supercar. Kind of reminds me a lot of an Aston Martin Valkyrie. There's just so many parts and elements of this car that just kind of, give it that vibe. But it's got its own unique look. Adamastor on display at the SBC Summit. Could be another goal being scored. We're out here. What a spectacular evening watching the World 11 versus the legendary Portuguese 11. So this is pretty special. This is where the first pastéis de nata was ever made. It's called pastéis de Belém. I hope I'm saying that right. Pastéis de Belém. Obviously in Lisbon, the home of the pastéis de nata, and there's quite a few queues to get in here and have a look. Let's try it. Hopefully it's delicious. Right, so the question is, I managed to get one out the packaging. Looks really good, still warm. Is it any good? Oh my word. That is unbelievable. Doesn't taste like traditional custard. It's vanilla-y, but pastry is really crispy, very light. And the custard's not very sweet, not overpoweringly sweet. It's got a nice balance of, I think there might be even salt on the pastry on the outside. Wow, what an experience. Pastéis de Belém, the home of the pastéis de nata. And of course, we have had local motor racing, plenty of it. John Williams went out to the track, he went out to Killarney, our friends at Killarney International Raceway, where he caught up with a couple of local legends there. Let's go check out Killarney this past weekend.
So I'm standing here with Pierre Goos, the president of the Porsche Club, and Pierre, what a lucky day today. We're here for the Extreme Festival. A lot of cool cars and a lot of sexy Porsches actually right behind us here. Got all three GT3s in different colors.
GT2 in there as well. No, it's been a good day. A lot of people here today, which is good. A lot of new members, which is also good for the club. And then rugby this morning. And we slaughtered those guys, and it was so nice.
I mean, what a way to start. I see you had the screen here with all the guys watching, but like you say, a lot of new members, which is good. Nice to see new faces coming into the club, and the club obviously growing, which is what it's all about. But days like this makes it special, being right by the track with all the cars hearing on behind us here.
And all the dads with their sons, and then sons with their dads, which is also really cool. So So the club's become more family oriented, which is exactly where we need to be. A bit younger, which is fantastic, and the racing's been phenomenal. I mean, some beautiful cars here today.
It's stunning. I mean, we were in the pits. Nice to see Stuart and Justin from WCT Engineering. I mean, those guys have done an awesome job on a lot of cars for many years. So always nice, and we only see them when they come down for the Nationals. So nice to see those guys here.
Absolutely, and it's so nice to see all the Lambos and Porsches racing.
It's not good for my heart rate.
When I was driving, when we were driving past, I was just thinking that's a Bond. That's a house Bond. A house Bond.
This is very true, eh? But it's worth it. I tell you what, I would do it, but just don't tell my wife.
No.
Pit straight, the racing's about to continue, but I'm here with my buddy Shane. What have you been up to? You've been involved here today.
Yeah, I'm looking after Narav Singh in the Polo Cup, doing some driver training, also some setup, coaching. Obviously we did some testing in the week. Very lekker, nice car to drive. Cars are costing about 450,000 Rand at the moment, which is a lot more expensive than the old days, but obviously new technology in it, and it's pretty awesome to drive.
Nice to see such a big field and different types of cars. I mean, obviously it's a national. Nice to see some old friends down here. We saw John Kruger now, and haven't seen him in years, but nice. And I mean, also
the Masters in the Polo Cup, a lot of the guys race in there, so if you're over 50 there's a separate class for you, which is pretty cool. But the GDC guys about to go out now with the Super Polos, which is pretty cool.
No, well, that's good, and we'll definitely bring you more of the action throughout the rest of this race weekend. But nice to see everybody here. Nice to see some of those GT cars going around, the Porsches, the Lambos, and some of those cars.
Yeah, amazing sound. So stay tuned.
Nice stuff. Now, the Fastlane would be remiss if we didn't talk about cars that we've been driving. Of course, something that's very special and reasonably priced. Driving Force have this on their floor at the moment. I think it's probably one of the biggest bargains on earth for an AMG Mercedes-Benz. The kilometers are right. The vehicle looks amazing. Let's see what we've got in the Fastlane to drive this week. Hey, John, we've got something very special. This is the combination of both the worlds that we've been playing in. Remember I said 2 doors? I'm going the convertible route now. That's what I'm into. You said SUV, that's the space that you want to play in. This is kind of the best of both. This is a pocket rocket. It's got 4 doors. That's kind of like a cross vehicle in terms of it's not built as an outright street racer or hot hatch.
Well, it's funny you say that, because I was thinking about it. We both enjoy a bit of that boy-girl racer element, but this is more of a classy up, like, more, like grown-up version. That's the words I was thinking of.
Correct.
Because, I mean, Mercedes does it so well. So when you're sitting inside, you feel just as classy as any other Mercedes. But when you put it to the corners, 4-wheel drive, it sits really well and stops. I love the AMG brakes on here.
Well, I was going to ask this. How, if a robot to robot, stop street to stop street, am I right saying there's a 2-litre twin-turbo engine in here?
Yeah, and it's got the paddle shift, so you put it into sport and it really goes well. But you also got the eco mode, which I quite like when you're in traffic, because I sat in a bit of traffic this weekend, and sometimes these cars, they're quite stiff and they're quite hard, and sometimes they're temperamental, like on and off the throttle in the traffic. But this car was just perfect. Really enjoyed it. And it's eye-catching, because it's got the wing on the back. It's quite like nice sporty wheels.
Big enough boot? Could you put all your sporting stuff in there? I know that you've been doing a lot of hockey tournaments and golf, and
put the golf clubs in.
Economy, look, you don't buy this car for economy. You're not buying any with an AMG badge on it, especially not an A40, not a 45 with economy in mind. But having said that, I'm sure it's not as thirsty
it's not that bad,
on petrol. And in comfort mode, nice and comfortable in comfort. Because normally the other thing about AMGs is normally even in comfort mode, the ride is a very hard ride.
It is a little bit stiff, but I mean, that's why it handles so well. So it's, you've got to compromise, you've got to understand that's why you buy the car, because you want it for its handling and the way it drives. But no, I really enjoyed the car, and I think it's great. Also, the bucket seats hold you nice. The red seat belts, which is always just like a little racy
color-coded.
No, it's proper.
The color-coded.
And also, again, obviously this is a second-hand vehicle. A lot of car.
Yeah.
369,000 with just under 100,000 Ks.
That is 369,000 Rand.
Yeah.
Driving Force, 369 for an AMG is crazy. They've had a couple of other little sneakies on the floor, and over the next couple of weeks we'll go and have a little look and see what we can play with there. The Tyrant's
I think
got.
summer's coming. There's
Absolutely.
time for some
I'm
nice
seeing
toys.
red in our future. I'm seeing drop
I like
convertible red in our future. I think we both know what we've been
Are we
eyeing
talking
on.
big moustaches?
Massive moustache like
Cigars?
Magnum cigar.
Okay.
Insert Magnum music now. Oh yeah. And we
I've got
you
my
see
80
those,
shades
you see
on
those
that.
moustaches that we got here as well. That was proper, man.
Now let's brush mine a
Yo.
bit.
Yes, listen, like, subscribe. We'll be back with another car review in the Fastlane next week. Now, for those of you who don't know, our friend John loves a bit of paddle, enjoys playing a bit of paddle. So there's a new brand on the scene. John went to go and have a look at the brand, and obviously a brand that's trying to make its way into South Africa. Plenty of talent, plenty of potential from that brand, plenty of cool accessories and paddle rackets. Let's find out more.
So I'm standing here at Welcome Padel with a good friend of mine, Martin Redlenace. For most of you all know, he's a legend in the paddles arena. We've all played with him and against him. We all love him. But today, Martin, you got a brand here that I've been trying. Really enjoyed. Naughty. Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, Naughty is new to the paddle space. We've been an apparel company and now we're getting into the rackets. So we're just doing a little focus group here, demos with some of our new rackets. We've got 6 rackets out. And actually, John, you must tell us what you think of the rackets,
Listen,
man. You were trying them out today.
I'm undefeated with the bat, so clearly it's improved my game, and no, I really enjoyed it. Love the gear, and yeah, it's been an awesome day here at Welcome Padel, and we'll be testing more of these bats in the next couple of weeks.
Amazing. Watch your space. The rackets are coming to a club near you.
And then, of course, I popped in some time to go to have a look at the most incredible museum in Cape Town. John, you were absolutely spot on right. I popped in to go and have a look at it. It's in actual fact been around for a long time. Les, the owner, believe it or not, took car into a matric dance 26 years ago. I phoned him up and I asked him 26 years ago if he can fetch us in his Rolls Royce, which he did. I popped into the museum. Let's go and have a quick look. So, John, I took your advice. I came out here to this motoring museum, most incredible, just off the N1. You often go past it, and we featured it before in the Fastlane with the airplanes there. But I found something very, very special. Now, just over my shoulder there is a blue Rolls Royce, right? And I've just realized that it's the same Rolls Royce that I took Corin to her matric dance in, and Les was the driver. Les, who owns this amazing museum, it's just incredible. In actual fact, an hour isn't enough to spend here. From the cars that he has here, the memorabilia that he has here, there's just something for everybody, from pink Cadillacs to Ferrari Dinos, just do a whole lot of very special things. You can hear my kids in the background. They're mesmerized. They sat in the Noddy car. But that car over there, that Rolls Royce, 26 years ago, I took Corin to her matric dancing, so that is very, very special. Put her back in the car again, and yeah, it's so amazing. Pop on down, Fastlane, popping in to have a quick look at some of the most incredible cars at this motor museum, just off the N1. And that's a wrap. Next episode next week will be, of course, Dublin and London as we wrap up the Fastlane's European tour for the end of summer for them, and of course the beginning of summer for us in Cape Town. Brought to you by Betterfy. We'll be back with another episode next week, Friday.
Feel the beat, Ryan and John, can't be beat.